What's that you say? You want more X-Men? Sure, why not? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for tuning in. We got Cyclops, Mafex, Medicom. I finally got this figure after a lot of delays from overseas. I went ahead and caved in, and I just bought it here in the States. I was tired of waiting. I was tired of getting notified and missing the pre-order, or not the pre-order, the order, the back in stock. So yeah, I went ahead and I got this guy. I paid a little more than retail, not that much more. I was trying to save some money from overseas, but it's all good because I did get some of the other Mafex overseas, so I saved a little bit of money on those. So it kind of balanced out. But anyways, let's get into this figure. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. I heard stories about this guy. People don't like him. His proportions are out, blah, blah, blah. So we'll take a look at him. So let's do it. Okay, we're going to look at the box real quick here. You see some poses of the action figure here on the back of the box. You see some of his accessories. Everything looks good, like back here. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited about this figure. He is number 99 in the Mafex X-Men line. Here's some figure art on the side. Here's the front. I already took him out. And there he is shooting his optic blast beam up in the sky. And that's about it for the box. So yeah, let's get into the figure. Here he is in the clamshell. You got your paperwork here, the genuine product paper. And then of course we have our stand, like always, in back of the clamshell. And let's get him out. Take a look at this guy. I've been wanting this figure for a long time. I've been seeing like mixed reviews on this guy, but I'm a big X-Men fan. Oh man, what did you guys think about that new X-Men 97 episode? Man, that was a really well done episode. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. I'm gonna probably watch it again here when I get done here. I did stay up late last night to watch it. I've been doing it like since they started the series. I've been just staying up till, you know, late to catch it. So let's get all this guy's stuff out of here. I know they said to be careful with this one, that this breaks on his visor. So we're going to be really careful with that. And let's take him out. Hope y'all are having a good one. It's finally looking like springtime over here in California. It's been kind of like some weird weather patterns. It's like rainy, then it's windy, then it's sunny, cold, hot. You know, it's but today is a nice day. It's actually feeling like some spring weather out here. And I know we're going to be getting some more rain, I think on Friday or maybe sometime on the weekend. But yeah, weird weather. A little bit stuck in there still. Don't get stuck. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that new X-Men episode, man, I really like what they're doing with the storyline so far on that cartoon. Hopefully you already watched it. I don't want to, you know, spoil anybody, you know, from watching it, giving out any details on it. So I'm going to try not to talk about it, just to, you know, give you guys a chance to watch it if you haven't. We're going to put him right here for now. And then we're going to take a look at all of his extra stuff he came with. And we're going to start with this optic blast. And it looks pretty nice. I dig it. I like it. It's a nice plastic. It's pretty light. It doesn't feel heavy. You see some like painted white color here, and then it goes into the translucent red. So yeah, that looks nice. And then we have a smaller one right here. And this also looks nice. So far so good. We're going to take a look at his hands. And here's a couple of open hands. And I don't know if like this is the way they come like on all of the releases of this. I'm not sure if this is the reissue of Cyclops. But usually it comes with different plastic pieces, kind of like a U shape, and it holds both of your pairs of hands in there. But these are all single little plastics going plugged in. So there's your open hands, and then we got a couple of the 2-finger hands. So that's what that looks like. This came out here. There we go. Yeah, these plastics are coming right out. They're not very very tight. So that's what those look like. They look nice. I like them so far. And then we have a visor. That's what that looks like. And then here's another visor. And this one has like the blue attachment on the back. I'm guessing that this is going to be more like like if he has his visor, like I guess hanging on his back, maybe like that. That's what I'm thinking. So there's that. And you will probably use that visor with this head. So this looks pretty good. I like the way the glasses look on here. The paint on the hair looks very nice. You see black wash in there. It looks good. This reminds me of the episode, I think it's Captive Hearts with Jean Grey, when they went on a date and they ended up battling the Morlocks because Callisto, she wanted Cyclops for her partner. So that was a good episode. I remember that episode. I like that episode a lot. Yeah, but this head, it looks pretty nice. I like it. And let's take a look at this one. We got to be careful with this one. Just because of this plastic here, I guess it's known to break off if you're not careful. So I will be very careful with this piece. I'll be probably just storing it back in the plastic, and maybe once in a while I'll take it out and take some pictures. But I do like the grin, and his teeth look really good. They did an excellent job on this this look, this face. And so far so good. I don't see any issues with the paint. This color of the visor is a little different color than this on the actual visor part. This earpiece here is a little, I would say a little on the darker side, and then the visor is actually like a little more brighter. It doesn't look bad. I mean, if I want, I can paint it, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't look bad at all. So that looks pretty good. Now we're going to get to the figure, and we're going to take a look at this guy up close here. And my impression looking at this guy, just the look at him, I think he looks pretty sweet looking. He looks pretty awesome. I know people were saying about his upper half look kind of weird. I don't know. To me, it doesn't look weird. I mean, there is people that have like, short torsos, long torsos. Everybody has, different body types. I'm not exactly sure what look this is going off of, if it's going off of a certain look in the comic book or, I'm not sure, but it doesn't look bad to me. I mean, it looks fine. Let's take a look at his mobility. So he's not going to be able to go back that much for the fact that he has this harness on here. And then forward, he'll go about there. The arms look really nice. It looks almost like it's like a black wash to it too, but with the metallic blue. That's how it looks to me anyways. I don't know. I might be wrong. It might just be the metallic blue. But to me, it looks like there's some hints of black in there. And it looks really nice. The muscles on the back, I mean, it looks really good. The butterfly joints. You got some butterfly. So that's what the... he's got some good butterfly on this figure. I like it. And then the head, as far as the head, he looks up about, he just came off. He looks up about right there. If you want to go up higher, you're going to end up popping the head off. He looks down about there. And you see just all the muscle definition in this figure. It looks really nice. I do like that. His pecs, everything looks the muscle, I mean, it looks great on this figure. Now, let's go to the elbows. The elbows, they're very nice. You get some nice bend on that. So this looks pretty cool so far. I do like it. Let's look at the legs. The legs, he gets some pretty good kick. See that? So he's got some really good, some kick on him. And it is the drop down on the legs. So he does have the drop down. And then the knees, of course. You get the double jointed also on those. You have some sculpted details here on his legs. That's a plus. If you remember the first Marvel Legends that came out, had these, and they kept like falling down and stuff, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't like that. I didn't glue them. Some people did. I wanted to just keep it like that. I don't want to mess with the figure. The boots look very nice. There's some more detail here up on top of the boot. And then as far as the ankles, typical Mafex ankles and the toe pivot. You do have like a little bit of, no, you have like a good amount of rocker on it. So far, I like this figure. I don't, I know a lot of critics didn't like this figure. Me, myself, I think he's pretty sweet looking, to tell you the truth. I like this figure. I will take some other figures out and we'll do like a side-by-side like of some of the other Cyclops that I have and some of the other X-Men. Here's like his wrist movement. So you get about that. See that? So there is some really good wrist movement. The joints, they're not loose. Everything feels nice and I'm not gonna say tight because it's not really tight, but it's not really loose either. It's just it just feels good. I mean, the figure feels nice. You have the bicep, right here. It turns, and then his arms full 360 all the way around. And I think that's about it as far as like his movements as articulation. He could turn his head, you know, and he does have that other that neck. Um, it's different. It's not like the Marvel Legends. So you have like another piece, like pop this off, and you have like this movement here on the neck, and then you have some more movement up here on the the ball joint. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, this figure, he's pretty sweet looking. The paint application on this guy, he looks good. I don't see any like really any paint blemishes that stand out. The only thing that I will say is on the visor is you do have a different color on this part of the ear that goes to the front of the visor. There is a little difference on it, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, that's like nitpicking already, like to me. I mean, I'm just happy to have freaking another Mafex X-Men. And this guy is pretty badass. I dig him. He's pretty sweet. I have Gambit on the way. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that Magneto. I'm all in on this Mafex X-Men line. And you know what? Let me grab some of the other figures and we'll do a side by side. Okay, so here we have your Mafex Cyclops next to your X-Men 97 Cyclops. And they're pretty much like basically the same height, I would say. Maybe the Marvel Legends is just slightly taller. Yeah, he's a little taller than the Mafex. Both of these figures are pretty sweet. Of course, the Marvel Legends is cheaper. This figure is actually growing on me. The X-Men 97. I don't care for his other face, his other head sculpt. I like this one more. I like the way, you know, he's like kind of grunting, you know, shooting the blast. I have some more right here. I got the Wolverine. I just opened this up. I got around to opening this figure up. I got a good deal on this one. I got him when they were doing the Target specials. I got him for like 10 bucks. So I waited. So I scored on this one. 10 bucks, can't beat that, right? And he looks really nice too. And then we have Gambit. And if you haven't seen the latest episode of X-Men, yeah, just remember Gambit. It is an awesome episode. I really like what they're doing with the story on the new X-Men 97 series. I'm excited about, you know, like it's kind of like when every episode comes, you're like excited for it again. Not as much as like when I was younger, but it's something to watch. So I mean, there ain't really anything to watch nowadays. Like, I mean, I like watching sports and stuff, but it was a sweet episode, man. I really dig it. The guy that they got rid of, I've been seeing like people want him back. So, I mean, maybe they need to bring him back. I mean, if he's the one that's doing the stories. But this is how he scales with Gambit right here. And again, Gambit is a little taller than the Mafex Cyclops. And then let me get some more Mafex figures here. Okay, here we go, guys. So we got him next to the last Mafex action figure I reviewed, which was Psylocke. And these figures, they look great together. Loving this line. Just love X-Men. It's just like an X-Men freaking X-Men year, I think it is. Year of the X-Men. For one, we got the cartoon, right? The animated series again. So that's gonna pump up the X-Men, you know. So we got Psylocke here, and then let me show you side by side with Wolverine. Another freaking badass figure, another fun figure. I love posing these Mafex. They're like so fun to pose. There is gonna be some. You're not gonna be as posable with this guy for the fact because of the harness, but but I can work past that. I can get around that. Not a big deal. This freaking Mafex line looks so cool. All these guys look really neat together. And then here's Jean Grey, his wife, his honey. You got the couple there, and they just look really freaking sweet together. They look great together, and I'm loving this line, man. And I can't wait to get the Gambit. So here we got Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Psylocke, and I'm putting them all here because I wanted to look at the blue color on them. And I would say Cyclops is a little darker blue than Psylocke and Jean. And looking at Psylocke, I think her blue, I was saying, I think on the prior video when I reviewed Psylocke, that the blues were kind of the same, but they aren't. They all look like a little different, which is cool. I mean, they don't have to all be the same. I mean, the paint looks really nice on all of my Mafex figures that I've received so far. So I'm really happy about that. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and get these figures out of the way. And I want to put some of the other accessories, like the other heads and stuff. We're going to swap them on the Cyclops and take a look. Alrighty, so we're going to take this head off. And we're going to put this one on. And I think this is how this is going to go. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe like that. I would think that's how it goes. I mean, so he could kind of flip his visor up, because I mean, it's, unless he does it like he can flip it back, I'm not really sure. Let me see. I know Wolverine does that with his cowl, but I don't know. It looks weird to me like that with Cyclops. I don't think that's how it goes. I would think it would go more this way. And then he could just kind of move it up like so, like this. I'm thinking, I don't know. I really haven't had time to mess with this. You're seeing me open it for the first time here. But it does look nice with this, the regular head with the glasses. I do like it. So next we're going to put on this one with the little smoke effect of his optic blast. And that looks really nice. I really like that look. He looks pretty neat, man. So let's take this off. Be careful with that. And let's try one with the optic blast. Now, how do we do this? Let me see. I'm kind of curious as to, okay, I know this, we use this for these, right? You know, to get your blast, but which head do we use? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I got it off, and it is, I was looking at the box back here at the portrait where it says Zark. And I noticed that the straight face is the one that has the beam shooting out. So I went ahead and it's weird because it didn't look like it would come off, but it does come off. So I took that off, and we're going to go ahead and put this on here. And it's a nice fit. It's pretty snug. So let's put this on here and see how it looks. There he is with that blast effect. So if you want to pose him, get him in some action poses. He's a pretty sweet figure, man. I really like this figure. I don't know, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if this is like a revised one. I don't know if the first one had issues and if this is like the reissue. Um, but I don't see any really any issues with this figure look wise. Articulation, I mean, he poses good and stuff. I mean, the only thing that would hinder it would be this what do you call it, the harness, and that's about it. Like as far as the movements, you're not going to have a lot of upper movement and like twisting. I mean, you could twist them a little bit, but not, I would say more this way, not so much because it's on the shoulder. Well, no, I guess you can, but you don't want to rip this either, so just be careful with that. And then I know like some people were saying like when you move this, like you have some of the blue showing under the belt. That all depends, like how much are you going to go back on it. I'm not really seeing that on mine. Don't see an issue with it, so I like this figure. I recommend it. Let's try the other optic blast. So you see that just goes in there, just plugged in like so. There's an arrow here on top. I guess that's how it would go, like the arrow maybe, because I was trying to put it the other way and it was not going in, so I'm thinking the arrow has to go on top. So let's take this one off and then let's get this other one. And let's do the same thing. See the little arrow? Let's put this one. There it goes. Okay. Alrighty. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's how it goes with the arrow. Up here, like where the arrow is, that's where you want to plug this beam in, this optic blast. And then that's it. Just plug him in there and he's good to go. This is a sweet figure, man. I like him. I really do. If you like X-Men, you'll like this figure. He's freaking sweet, man. If you're big on X-Men stuff, you got to get this one. I'm going to mess with him later. I'm just kind of nerding out on him right now, just looking at all the movement on him and stuff, and I do like it. Let's put one of these on. Let's put this 2-finger hand on him and see how it looks. Let's do his pose here, the one where he's touching the deal here, the visor, and getting his blast off. Shit. Yeah, just be careful like with the these little pegs here. Okay, there we go. Got that back in. And there he is with his 2-finger on the visor. Not quite on there all the way, but I'll get him on later on. I'll mess them. Just want to show you guys how he looks more or less with that that hand. And then the other one is for the other side. So if you want to shoot it with the right hand, the left hand, you have that option. I like them. You guys should pick them up if you can. Pick them up. I was trying to get him on that the website that I told you overseas. It's called niningame.com. It shows like it's in stock, but you got to be quick. and they do send you like a notification through your email. The problem is it's overseas, so when I get the notification, I'm asleep. Like it's like the wee hours of the morning over here, so I end up missing it, and then it goes out of stock again. So you gotta kind of be like, on top of that. If you get up early, you could probably snag it. Me, I can't. Like I keep missing it. I'm asleep at that time. Um, but yeah, this is a badass figure. Alrighty, guys. So that is my Mafex Cyclops. I'm gonna wrap up the video here soon. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, Pick him up. He is a must-have for big-time X-Men fans. I definitely recommend this figure. He looks great. His posability, for the most part, is very nice. The different looks on the optic blast, I like that. The color on him is nice. The yellow goes well with the metallic blue. Just the visor has that little that earpiece part is a little off color from the rest of the visor. But I enjoy this figure. I like them. I'm going to continue with my Mafex X-Men action figure collection. So stay tuned next for the I'm probably going to be doing the Gambit, because he is going to be arriving, I believe, today. So I might have that up tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoy my content, just hit a like, subscribe, share it. And again, thank you for watching. And I hope you guys have a pleasant day. Until next time, Incredible Bulk. Take care. Bye-bye.